There is no better place than the Salvation Army to get engaged, because the Salvation Army really addresses every aspect of the underprivileged in our community.
Whether it's reaching out to young children or families requiring a hand up with housing, the Salvation Army touches many needs in our community. And the Army's Women's Auxiliary assists in those efforts, reaching out to help women facing challenges as they look to improve their lives. It's a program that draws support from a dedicated group of community volunteers.
The Salvation Army Women's Auxiliary is a powerful group of women that support the larger efforts of the Salvation Army. And it's really the women in the community who help bring together what the Salvation Army needs the most. We're the mortar between the bricks that they put together.
They work tirelessly throughout the entire year to raise the kind of money that will impact the lives of the women in our community.
The Auxiliary's Women of Hope program offers support and resources to women in transitional housing or the Army's Women's Shelter. The program provides education, training, and helps develop self-worth.
You know, there are lots of organizations that raise money and never get to meet the people that they help. And for us, we have several meetings and get-togethers with the women so that we really get to know them as people. And actually, I can tell you that several of them have kept in touch with me over the years, and they are now my friends.
The Auxiliary's fundraising efforts also assist with the Salvation Army's summer camp program, giving youngsters a chance to gain new experiences and make new friends in a healthy outdoor environment. And funds for the Army's preschool program provide other benefits.
We're able to provide money to allow them to go on field trips, to go to the park or the museum or swimming. So that extra money allows them the extra little things that really build self-esteem in the children.
For older youngsters, the Army's after-school program provides more than just education.
The after-school program is very beneficial because the children who would normally be home alone or out on the streets getting in trouble now have a great place to come, a safe place to come, where they can get help with their homework, they can get help with college applications, and know that they can and are capable of going to college and looking towards a better future.
And I think that for me, it's the women coming together, that camaraderie, that friendship, that fellowship, being the hands and feet of Jesus in the world.
If it wasn't for the Salvation Army and everything the Salvation Army does, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Elizabeth is one of those who's benefited from the work of the Salvation Army and the Women's Auxiliary.
I was in Marysville and I hit my rock bottom. I was on the verge of losing my son. I was homeless, and if it wasn't for coming here in this program, I would definitely not be where I am today.
Elizabeth benefited from housing and assistance programs at the Salvation Army's E. Claire Rayleigh Transitional Living Center. Today, Elizabeth and her family have a new direction in life.
I learned how to live in a structured environment, have structure, stability, and today I go back to school, and my expected graduation date is November 20th of next year. I already have a prospective employer that's willing to hire me as soon as I graduate.
Salvation Army programs like the Women's Auxiliary give community volunteers the chance to make a real difference in the work of helping others.
We really pride ourselves that we are an all-volunteer organization, so that 100% of the proceeds of our efforts go to the women and children who need it here in town.
The community needs to recognize the work that the Salvation Army does, because it is so holistic. It helps a family who may be homeless, not just with shelter and food, but every aspect that they need to have served as they regain fully functional living in our community and the opportunity to give back themselves.
You know, they have jobs, they have their own businesses, and yet they're willing to sacrifice hundreds and thousands of hours to give back to their community under the help of the Salvation Army. So a big thank you, and wow, you know, incredible. They're incredible women.